Hey everyone, this is Aditya from GrayCops. So today we are going to explore Velociraptor for DFIR. We will dig deeper onto what it is and how it works. So let's get started. So Velociraptor is an open source DFIR and threat hunting platform developed by Rapid7. It helps you collect forensic artifacts, analyze systems in real time, and also perform threat hunt across your environment, all with minimal footprint and high flexibility. Before we explore how Velociraptor works, let's quickly set up our central Velociraptor server on a Linux machine. This server will host the web GUI of Velociraptor, stores evidences, communicates with collectors and clients. Before doing anything, let's quickly update the server. Now we are going to get the latest Velociraptor package from their official download page. In our case, we are going to download this one. In case you are installing this on a Ubuntu server or you don't have access to GUI, then you can use wget followed by the URL of the package. Let's move to downloads. Let's open the directory where the binary have been downloaded. Now we will open the terminal here. Let's make that binary executable. Now we will move this binary to user local bin. Now let's move to the directory where we have moved the Velociraptor binary. Now let's generate the Velociraptor server config file. After the configuration file have been generated, we can now start the server. Once the server is up, we can now access it on port 8889. Velociraptor works in two models: Agentless, in which one-shot collectors work without installing a persistent agent on the endpoint, and agent-based, in which it requires to install a client on the endpoint for continuous visibility and live queries. We will demo the agentless collection first, then install the client on a Windows 11 VM and show live querying. On the Velociraptor server, we will create an offline collector that packages artifacts into a single zip. You can do this via GUI as well as CLI. So now we are going to create an offline collector using Velociraptor GUI. We have to go under the server artifact, then click on this paper rail plane. So for this demonstration, we are going to collect process list information from that remote Windows VM. So we can name the collector whatever we want. For now, we are going to leave it as it is. Let's move ahead. We can also restrict the resources it is going to use. So under the uploaded files, we now have an exe which can be downloaded after clicking here. So now we have to transfer this exe file to that Windows 11 VM, and we can use any method we like, however it is convenient. For this demonstration, we are going to use a Python HTTP server and host this exe there, and then we can download it from that Windows 11 VM. So now we are on our Windows 11 VM and we can download the exe from here. It is now downloaded. Now run this with administrator privilege. So the data has been successfully collected now, and we will have a zip file created in the downloads folder. So now we have to transfer this zip file to that Velociraptor server and upload it onto Velociraptor GUI. So now we are on our Velociraptor server with the zip files being collected from that Windows VM, and now we have to upload this zip file onto Velociraptor server so that we can perform investigation on it. There are other methods as well to do the investigation. As the collected data is basically in JSON format, you can always extract it manually and upload it onto any of the SIM platforms you like. Here you have to specify the exact path where that collected zip file lies. As you can see that the data has been passed. Now you have to come here and show all clients, and now you can see this. So we can see that the Velociraptor has created a client ID for this particular collection. Even if the client isn't installed on a remote endpoint, Velociraptor still registers the collected data under a specific client ID. This means that if you collect multiple different artifacts from the same host, they will appear under the same client ID. Click on this client ID. You will see multiple different collections from the same client. So in this screen, you can see all the data which we have just collected from that Windows VM. All the running processes, names, file paths, file hashes and usernames, etc, etc. All the necessary information which you require. So this was Agentless collection, and it is ideal for if you want to do one-time triage or you have a system or server where you cannot install an additional client. Next, we will install a persistent client on the Windows 11 VM and collect some data from there. So firstly, for this, we have to build a client for the Windows VM. So after the install, Windows host has been appeared on the dashboard, and now we can run a quick check for artifacts to see if all the things are working correctly. So now we can see that the data has been collected from the remote endpoint, Windows endpoint, and we don't need any script to be ran on the system. The client will do it for ourselves. You can also run targeted VQL queries on this client. We will cover the VQL specifics in some other tutorial. So if you wish to scale these clients in your production environment, you can use group policies, Intune, SCM, PowerShell remoting, as well as PSExec. So that's it for the quick Velociraptor walkthrough, agentless collection and installing the agent on Windows 11. And in future tutorial, we will go deeper into it. If you like the video, please hit like, subscribe and drop a comment if you have any doubts.